Reverend Jackson Podcast.
We're going to do things a little different on this episode. You know, I want to take it back to the basics. Back to the people who really support the channel. The people that been showing love. The people that been sending donations to keep the show going. The audio folks, man. Salute to everybody who listen to the audio platforms. I know who y'all are. I know what y'all do for a living. I know what type of grind y'all on, because I'm on the same grind. So with that being said, we're just going to get straight to the music. We're going to start it off with the vibes. Real talk, man. Let's get straight to it. Get my head right. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to the truck drivers, man. On your ride, getting your paper. You know, shout out to the people on the forklifts with your earbuds in, man, doing your thing, getting to your money. You know, we just vibing.
I've got the sweetest hangover. I don't wanna get over. Sweetest hangover.
Everybody working the 9 to 5s. Everybody in the trap, you know. All the folks that's traveling, getting to the bag, doing your thing, man. Just let's listen to the vibes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Sweet love. I don't wanna kill for this. 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 I don't wanna kill. I don't wanna kill for this. I got the sweetest hangover. Sweetest hangover. Yeah. I don't wanna get over.
Salute to Diana Ross, man. Every time I listen to her music, it make me think of my mom. You know, that's what she was on. Ain't No Mountain High Enough, those type of records. But the conversation we're gonna be talking about today, man, I couldn't even title the show. I didn't even know what else to say. What more can I say? It's just too much shit going on, man. Like, salute to the podcasters. I want to salute to y'all, man. I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all get on every day. 2 to 3 videos a day. Talking about what's popping, what's trending. You know, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all live your life outside of podcasting or on YouTube. It's just so much going on. It's like folks be in front of their computer 24 hours a day. To me, the thing it takes time for the information to come out. I be seeing folks on the channels and on they platforms talking. The stuff done happened so fast. The news just broke. What you know about it already? Real talk to be informing me. I think it's a views and likes thing. But salute to y'all anyway, though. Salute. This episode, though, man, we got to talk about how they had little baby all in the media looking crazy. I don't want the brother to go to prison, man, but you know, there's some things going on in Atlanta, there's some changes going on, and we're going to talk about that. You know, rest in peace to Angie. You know, I bought her debut album. I love her music. I think she one of the dopest of all time. Real talk. Didn't get the credit that she deserved to me. But we're going to talk about it, though, today. We're going to talk. I'm going to get more in depth with it. Also, Trump went viral and with the conversation with Zelensky, and I see he been making everything public that's going on with the government, and I actually like it. I like it a lot. I know a lot of people that watch my channel be like, man, out of here with Trump, man. I don't really rock with Trump like that. He's racist. All of us racist at the end of the day, if you know what the definition truly is and what it truly was before they changed the definition. It was one concerned with their own race. That was the definition of it. So everybody is concerned with their own. So everybody's racist at the end of the day. I just like what he's standing on, man. He's standing on business. He's showing us the business, and salute to Trump. Now, I ain't trying to get off the vibe because I got to keep the vibe going. I got to keep it going, and I got to keep the music rolling just to keep, you know what I'm saying, my folks that supported me, that listen to it on the audio platforms. We're going to talk about the interaction, the opening of Marathon Burgers, Black Sam. You know, we're going to talk about how he said that it's going to be more music coming from Nipsey, a documentary coming, and I'm excited about it. But before we get into that conversation, let's get right to it, though.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling zones in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you niggas. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you niggas. I laid down the game for you niggas. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you niggas. Own the whole thing for you niggas. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you niggas. It gotta be love.
Hey, we ain't nothing like y'all. We ain't worried about monetization over here. We just trying to create the vibe, man, so the real niggas can have something to listen to. Let's get right back to it.
Charged, I doubled up, tripled up, nigga what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a fuck. Nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to fuck. Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling zones in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked, no cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was vision.
Salute to Nipsey Hussle. Hope y'all excited about that album because I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the Marathon Burgers. I'm excited about his legacy continuing on. It's something about life, about appreciating the moment, continuing to move forward, man. I tell Rob all the time when we on lives and stuff, it's up to us, man. Ain't nobody gonna come save you, dog. Don't worry about the government. The government ain't coming to save you, dog. It's up to you. It's up to us. It's up to us to win, to get it. And I love what Nipsey Hussle stands for. I love that his legacy continues to live on. His dream, his motivation, the things that he stood for. It's just, it's promising. It's nice to see. Some people will be like, why are you glorifying gangs and why do you appreciate, man, coming up in them environments, man? I ain't get ready to criticize nobody for the foolishness they got into and got involved with. You can come up out of it. What was your message before you died? What did you stand for? You know, a lot of people don't stand for nothing. But moving along with the conversation, we got a couple of more topics that I want to address before we get into the show. You know, it was a white man talking about Black History Month is American history. It's American history. Black people need more in the month. And he talks about everything that black folks was involved in that we created. Another topic I want to talk about, we're going to get to it halfway through and I'm going to read it and all of that stuff though. But did y'all participate in the Al Sharpton DEI boycott? Did y'all participate in that? Real talk, man, because, you know, some of these people that proclaim to be leaders ain't leading us nowhere. you know, I just want to read this and see how it benefited us in totality. Would it benefit us boycotting grocery stores and all of that? Because, you know, this system in America, before I do boycotts and all of that old type of stuff, I'm going to embrace the system and thrive in the system. This is a system, man. Other races come over here and start winning because they embrace the system. They're not trying to boycott the system. I know I may sound like a coon. I may sound wrong to some of y'all, but at the end of the day, that's one of the topics that we're going to talk about. So let me continue to move forward. Also, this week, I probably feel like I'm kind of late on this stuff, though, but I'm passionate about it because I took my time. I ain't one of them people that just jump on the camera right when something happened. So, you know, I do my research. But Cameron, why is he in all these beefs with Ocho Cinco and Jim Jones? Then the last topic is going to be about Meek Mill and taxes. No, that ain't the last topic. Meek Mill put that tweet out about taxes that was super interesting that I got to talk about. But the last topic is the iHeart lawsuit with Drake and my perspective on that. But before we get into the conversation, let's keep the vibes going. Let's keep the music going. Let's get right back to it. Angie Stone, the lovely Angie Stone. If I play them brothers' music and sisters' music, I gotta play some Angie before we get into the conversation. R.I.P. to Angie Stone, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Sunshine has come. There's no more rain in this cloud. No more rain. Sunshine has come. No more rain in this cloud. Let it go. And I'm all cried out. And there's no more rain in this cloud. There's no hiding place when someone has hurt you. It's written on your face. And it reads, broken spirit, lost and confused, empty, scared, used and abused, a fool. Oh, ain't it funny that the way you feel shows on your face, all over your face, yeah. And the smile you used to wear seems a little bit out of track. Hold on, in time it gets a little better. My sunshine has come. No more rain. My sunshine, and I'm all cried out. And there's no more rain in this town. My sunshine has come. Requested, hope you don't live to regret it. So you say you're in your prime, baby, don't waste your time. Remember my love, it's only a thin line.
Whew. Like her songs was powerful, man. She got songs like Celebrating the Black Man. We don't have too many women celebrating the black man, just like we don't have too many men celebrating the black woman on records. But she got some dope records, man. She's a Grammy nominated, Grammy winning. Let me not minimize her. A Grammy winning artist, a phenomenal artist. You know, I remember purchasing her CD, going to the Turtles or the Cats or whatever. I'm probably aging myself right now talking about Cats and Turtles, but I pulled up in my Chevy. You know what I'm saying? Roll me up one. I don't smoke no more, though. Roll me up 2 or 3. Rolled around to that. Angie went and got me something to eat. Went home chilling. And Angie was flawless, man. I remember looking at the producers and all of that on her, the credits on her album. And it was her debut album that I purchased. So, You know, her legacy to me, what it sounds like to me, or what it seemed to me, what I appreciate about her is that her music was genuine. It was soulful. It's a lot of conspiracies coming out already. It ain't even been 24 hours since she passed away, and people are already talking about a video that she put out about UMG, that she was disgruntled about the record business and the record deal that she had signed or whatever though. But man, the game is dirty. It's not even dirty. It's filthy. It's nasty. The game is nasty. And people are saying, do they got something to do with this? You know, the Drake lawsuit and all of that old type of stuff. I just want us to appreciate her, man. Stream her music, man. It's kind of hard to even say stream her music, because if she don't own the music, the profit's gonna go to the record label. It's sad that music business, that entertainment business, or what happened to people and how they get caught up in things and their family can't profit after they dead and gone off of it. It's just that she was a phenomenal artist, a very interesting person, beautiful voice, and made some records that's timeless, that's gonna last. And what I say to people, you know, we've been talking about Nipsey Hussle. We're gonna talk about his brother on this episode too. Is that you gotta leave a legacy, dog. You gotta leave a legacy, dog, because you know, it's up to you. Now let's get into the conversation, because I don't know how she passed. I don't know nothing about it, but I want to read to y'all though some of the things that this website that I'm fond of put out. It's WFSA.com. So we're gonna read what happened. The Grammy nominated singer Angie Stone dies in an Alabama crash. So she died in Alabama. Damn. Montgomery County, Alabama, Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Angie Stone was killed in a car crash on Interstate 65 in Montgomery County early Saturday morning. Her manager, Deborah Champagne, confirmed to WSFA 12 News she was 63 years old. I didn't know she was that old. Champagne says Stone was leaving a performance and heading to the CIAA basketball tournament in Baltimore when the crash happened. Originally, the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency said the crash happened just before 7 a.m., but has since corrected to say that the crash happened around 4:25 a.m. Interesting. ALEA also confirmed 8 others were injured in the crash and taken to Baptist Medical Center South in Montgomery for treatment. I-65 was partially blocked in Montgomery County for hours due to the wreck, which involved a commercial vehicle and a Sprinter van that Stone was a passenger in. Authorities says prior to the 2 vehicles crash, the Sprinter van was involved in a single vehicle crash during which the van overturned on the freeway. The crash happened about 2 miles south of Hope Hull. No further details about the crash have been released at this time. Troopers with ALEA's Highway Patrol Division are investigating. So, man, that's crazy. Like, it was that many people with her or whatever, but nobody passed but her. Whew. I know, man, condolences to the family. Condolences to everybody involved, man. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. Let's play some of her music one more time, man. Real talk. We got to play one more record before we continue on with the conversation. Just one more record. Because she dope, man. Super dope. We just gonna play the same song. Let's keep the vibes going, man.
Sunshine has come, and I'm alright. And there's no more rain in this cloud. No more rain. Sunshine has come. No rain in this cloud. Let it go, and I'm alright.
Rest in peace to the GOAT, man. Angie Stone, man. Rest in peace, rest in peace. Let's move along in the conversation, man, because I found this interesting. I watched a LA radio show where it was a female host talking to Black Sam about the documentary, the new music that's coming out. I can't wait to hear the music, man, because I know Nip had more to say. And I also feel like now, after I listen back to that victory lap, he was robbed of that Grammy. Pusha T shouldn't have won that Grammy. They gave it to Pusha T because of the beef with Drake and everything. It was a great album. No disrespect to Pusha T, but Nip should have won that Grammy. So the Marathon Burgers open. Black Sam handling business, standing on business. And then some foolishness happened.
I know. All right, so we're going to holler. Let's just get to that. Let's get to that, bro. Not right now, bro. We all tripping on that, bro. We don't fuck with you. You know that, bro. We tripping on that, bro.
Listen, bro. Listen. If the nigga ain't demonstrating for hustle, this is what I'm telling you. Don't come over here. Don't come over here trying to be. Then guess what? Go do something and come back. Go get cracking and come back. That's what I said, bro.
All that internet shit comes on.
Listen.
We're not big trying to holler at you, bro.
It ain't hollering at me. A nigga disrespect, bro. You do what you supposed to.
Who disrespect, bro, to me? Don't nobody disrespect, bro.
Any nigga that disrespect, bro, when you in their presence,
bro.
you better smash.
In their presence, ain't nobody disrespected, bro, in my presence.
I'm talking on the internet. When you see him.
That internet shit is weak, bro.
When you see him get
cracked. When
you see him get cracked. I can't tell.
You know what's happening.
I can't tell, nigga.
You know what's happening.
What's gonna happen to Black Sam? I can't tell.
What's gonna happen to Black Sam?
Whew. All communities, nigga them, foolishness. Don't come around here, playboy. You know, it's good just to see that Nip has a representation alive to stand on his name. Because I think about me and I think about growing up in my communities and in the hood. Who around you gonna stand on your name? Like, dude was talking about, I forgot the brother name, 2800 something. He was talking about that internet shit weak. Don't you know what I mean? The internet shit weak, but it bothers people. No matter if it's physical life, the real world, the internet, or whatever. They heavy on Clubhouse in California. And by them being so heavy on Clubhouse, you know Black Sam heard to the streets. He heard that foolishness you got going on. He said, don't come around here. Don't come acting like you supporting now and then you ain't crash out about Nipsey name. You know? Then dude was talking like he been standing on business and ain't nobody doing nothing in front of him. Black Sam said, I can't tell whore ass nigga. It's just interesting to see what I like about the West Coast right now too is that it may be gang culture, it may be a lot of violence, but they look more unified amongst each other than anywhere else for the black people in the country. I remember one time Atlanta used to look like that. Atlanta don't look like that no more. We're going to talk about Atlanta too coming up because there's some things happening in Atlanta that I want my people to be aware that lives there or maybe going there. But, you know, that brother be on the internet and on Clubhouse speaking with Wack 100, talking about Nipsey and all of that. And Wack 100 is who he is or whatever. He's the mouthpiece for the gang culture, it seems like, to the rest of the world. And he's spoken good and bad on Nip name. So if you are part of their organization or you are part of what they got going on and you ain't defending him, you ain't standing on business in Black Sam eyes. And I agree with that. I actually agree with that because if you are around people, I don't care if it's on the internet, you could be playing a PlayStation, nigga, with your Bluetooth on, talking to niggas playing Black Ops, and I heard, and you ain't standing with the positivity of my name with somebody speaking bad about me. Don't come around here, dog. That's all I ask. Just don't be in my presence. I don't want you around. You ain't in support of me. You one of them dudes that'll end up doing something that's not in my best interest. So we don't even want your presence to be around her. And I agree with that statement. But, you know, White 100 had to respond to this because everybody, even though Black Sam didn't mention his name at all, everybody is saying that dude was on Clubhouse with White 100. The whole street, the streets is speaking. So White 100 had to respond.
Some things you bring on yourself. Stop mentioning my name. You got up there and start calling me, wanting to tell me people you seen up there. I told you what you calling me about, bro. That wasn't my business. I done already had a Marathon Burger, bro. I done supported Marathon Burgers a month ago, whether they knew it or not, or whoever liked it or not. But like, stop mentioning my name, homie. Black Sam ain't said my name one time. When you hit me, telling me who's dead, you see this and this, and I think I see the J-Rock and all this weird shit. Stop, bro. Stop mentioning my name, bro. Because dude didn't mention my name. You get what I'm saying? He hollered at you like a man. I wouldn't give who name he mentioned, right? Who you thought it was or wasn't. He marked you out and he handled you, bro. And ain't no man, ain't no Crip, no blood, no Hoover, no Paru gonna sit here and say that's how that's supposed to go. Dude did it how he wanted to do it, and you tucked your tail, bro. But stop. You done been on my phone since you left there. You done did all that, bro. And I told you, hey, listen, homie, stop calling. I don't know if you on the phone with the police. I don't know what you on. But I ain't told you to go play private eye for me about nothing and nobody. What's crazy is, I got to keep it all the way gangster, is the boy Black Sam must have felt something in his heart. Because if they would have known what you really was doing, right, it probably would have went there, right? So stop acting like you've been lobbying for a position with me for years, bro, begging me for help, threatening to throw your homies under the bus. You done poured up on me, bro. I done took you to eat when you was broke, no gas money, homie. Stop mentioning my name, homie. Whatever.
One thing I can say about California, though, is it's like, the street culture really is political out there. You know, I haven't been participating in the streets in over a decade. Well over a decade, too. But I could never be a part of gang culture because there's no loyalty in that. In no aspects. When he said that Black Sam felt something in his heart, and if you really knew or what he was saying or what you were saying behind the scenes on the phone with me, it may have went a different way. That lets you know, and that guy's supposed to be on the same whatever as Nip and Black Sam and all of them that's over there at Marathon Burgers. But you behind the scenes calling up the ops. And it's like that nationwide. The West Coast has influenced culture nationwide. You got New York niggas wanting to be Crips and Bloods. Down South Tennessee niggas wanting to be Crips and Bloods that ain't never even been to the street that they represent. And they're ready to triple cross somebody for their best interest. Why not just do what's best for you from the jump? That's what I had to learn, man. I was like, these streets is going to end my life. I'm either going to die or go to jail. I had to stop and lose everything that I've obtained so I could move forward. I couldn't hold on to nothing that I've obtained from the street because the streets is a dead end to me. All that shit dead. And I just hate to see brothers participate in it. And I'm going to move forward in the conversation. We're going to get into the next topic. So, the Atlanta police addressed Lil Baby disrespectfully last week. But before I get into that conversation, I want to talk about Cop City. And I want to know if y'all ever heard of that. Talk to me in the comment section. Have y'all ever heard of Cop City and what they're doing in Atlanta? So just a couple of years ago, I made myself aware about like, they're building a facility that's like 20,000 square feet so they can enhance police training for police nationwide in Atlanta. So they can have more just everything dealing with the police. They building a multi-$100 million facility in Atlanta. And to me, my mind registers like, oh, it's crime down there. It's a lot of crime. And they get ready to clean the streets up. You got to think about it. They just picked Pee Wee Longway up. They was harassing Young Thug. YFN Lucci just got out. You know, now they talking about Lil Baby. They mentioning his name. Lil Durk was living down there at the time. I don't know if he got picked up or had charges down there. It's just that if they're going to invest hundreds of millions of dollars in the police force, in the training and all of that, in ATL, that means that you niggas on the street better tighten up, nigga. Tighten up.
This is a site where the police department is planning to build a training facility that in Atlanta is known as Cop City.
Cop City will never be built.
That's it. Hey. Cop City will never be built. Cop City will never be built.
We don't want Cop City here, and we don't want it anywhere.
Thank you.
Atlanta police are now charging 23 people with domestic terrorism after what police call a coordinated attack.
It's not a cop city. This is for police officers, firefighters, emergency medical responders. This is for our safety.
After a shootout near Cop City left a protester dead and a Georgia State Patrol trooper wounded.
Your men well died for this.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
We will see.
Now, I'm going to speak about this from both sides. But before I speak about it, I want to know, like, what is y'all thoughts about that? Like, do y'all think that it's necessary? Do y'all think that it's in the best interest of the people, what they're doing? It ain't just about the rappers and stuff and athletes and all of that, because it's real crime going on down there. You seen the people in the video protesting. We don't want Cop City down here. But when somebody breaking your house with the pistol, do you want the cops to be able to come quick enough? You know, or when you get pulled over by the police, do you want them to be trained well? A lot of people look at police like they the enemies, like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't looking out for their best interest. If I get pulled over by the police, I'm going to act like he cool, he my homie. I ain't doing nothing illegal. I ain't arguing, I ain't tongue wrestling with you. What's popping? Let's handle the situation and keep it moving. Life goes on. I ain't stressing about nothing. But what do y'all think about this Cop City? Because I think that if you're doing anything wrong and you targeting anything, it's about to go digital down there in the ATL. Real spill.
The investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are.
To call him a coward is gangster. To be a police officer and call somebody a coward. You know, they roasting Lil Buddy too. They said he was a Nickelodeon, you know what I mean, actor or something, that police officer. Everybody talking about his face is familiar. They remember him in a Nickelodeon video and all that type of stuff, or a show. But, you know, when I first saw that, I initially saw that, I was listening to his verbiage and the way he was presenting it, and he sounded angry. And a lot of the stuff that they doing in Atlanta is like foul. Fannie Willis or whatever, she done took L's on top of L's. And they targeting people because they don't like people. Like, you know, catch a person in the act. Don't go to the media and start talking bad about people before you catch them in the act. If I was a police, this is my perspective. This is how I'm thinking. And I want to think logically. I'm going to do like how they do in the country cities or whatever, like where I come from in Tennessee. They don't say nothing about you. They don't harass you or get nothing. They just get information. Then when they come easy and come get you, pick you up, and it's over. You know, what they doing in Atlanta with these rappers, it seemed like, you know how Black Buddy don't like Young Buddy. He hot right now and he getting all the money and he shining. He on the internet and he might have done poked somebody's daughter or auntie because it's all a community in Atlanta. And he just disliked this person. He don't want to see him continue to be successful, and we got to get him by any means necessary. It seemed like that with the Fannie Willis thing because she was dating the peanut dude. The nut dude that, you know what I mean, Young Thug and them had something to do, or supposedly. Let me say allegedly, supposedly, anything to not incriminate myself because I don't want to be sued or none of that. But supposedly had something to do with the brother that Young Thug and them supposedly ended his life. That was a hate thing. You know, we got to take them down. They took somebody I love from me. It's just crazy to see that because listening to that brother speak, he dislikes Lil Baby a lot. Called him cowardly. But to me, is it a crime, though? You know, he shouldn't even have mentioned him shooting a music video in the Ops neighborhood. Is it a crime, though? Is that a crime to shoot a music video? You might have missed out on the opportunity because if I'm Lil Baby, guess what I'm doing? I'm out of here, nigga. We'll never see the ATL 404 ever again. 678, I'm out of here. I got to go. I communicate with my people from a distance, but I ain't going to be at home because if you look at it from a hip hop perspective, every time somebody lives at home or they stay at home, they get gone. Now I want to read Lil Baby's response that he put up on his Instagram story. Then I want to read his lawyer's response. And we're just going to continue on with the podcast because we got some things to talk about. I'm ready to talk about this Trump stuff, though, to be honest with you. So Lil Baby put on his Instagram story, "Thanks for all the concern. Please don't be misinformed by fake news. I'm overly good." That's good that he put that out there, though. He should be good. He shouldn't be stressed about nothing because at the end of the day, them people, man, in Atlanta ain't running the police right. They took an L to Trump. They was trying to get Trump out of there, saying that he did something with the votes in Georgia. Took an L to Thug. Took an L to YFN Lucci. They did some time, but they didn't do the time that they could have done if they was in Nashville, Missouri, Oklahoma somewhere. It's just that police force down there, it ain't even. I'm gonna tell the young nigga something too before I go on to the lawyer's response. If you live anywhere else in the country, don't think that they're gonna make them same mistakes where you located at that they making in Atlanta. Because it's not like that nationwide. This nigga's getting life sentences for something that they might not even done. And these dudes getting in and out. And it's blatant that they are in gang activity. It's blatant that they committing the crimes that they committing. But they coming home. But I just want to tell y'all, it's not like that nationwide, young nigga. Let's read Drew Finding, man. What he had to say. Lil Baby's attorney releases a statement in response to the Atlanta Police Department claiming the rapper's cowardly acts caused 2 teenagers to be murdered. Before I get into that, though, because I didn't address the death. It's like, I don't want to be one of those content creators that is just creating content and addressing the story, reading the story, talking about the story, and just don't acknowledge that the life was lost. Rest in peace to those 2 young brothers. Condolences to the family. And may y'all their killers be arrested. and go to jail and be found guilty in the court of law. No matter what, taking a life is not something that should be accessible to me. You shouldn't get away with that. Taking a life, it's other things that could have been done. A lot of times people react with violence because they don't know how to communicate. And that happens a lot in the black community. You know, I want to say something before I read this too about the way I communicate on my platform and why it's so important for me to address this, because a lot of people, when they create content, they view it as if they're speaking to the people. I try my best not to speak to the people or towards the people, because that's how you create animosity. When I speak on my platform, I speak to the perspective, because I think that's more valuable. Because some people can feel this way about it and some people can feel that way about it. But if I remain objective and keep the conversation neutral, because these things, you know, when you're creating podcasts, people can hold things to their heart. People can be passionate about things that the world don't care about, that people don't even care about. But let me read the rest of this, man, and keep it moving. The part of the press conference on Wednesday by the Atlanta Police Department that made an obvious reference to Dominique Jones was complete and total nonsense. To say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown, a place that he loves and has contributed to uplift, is disgraceful. Even more, the location for a major music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team, and it is not a decision made by an individual. Bringing his name into a conversation regarding a terrible crime for which he had absolutely no involvement is unprofessional, unethical, and shameful. Dominique is devastated about the situation because those children came from the same neighborhood he did, and he will continue to build up his community in any way he can. You know, I feel, you know, I ain't even read that. I just created the graphics for it and everything and had it to read to the community, to the family on the show or whatever, though. But I felt the same way, though. You know, not taking little baby's side and not shaming the police and not trying to be, you know what I mean? I'm just keeping it objective. But he should be able to shoot a music video. He might have known it was let's take it, say he known it was the Ops hood and he was wrong. And people died behind it. That's something he's going to have to live with for the rest of his life. But is it a law behind that? And it's a law to be affiliated with a gang. How they going to use it? I feel as if, too, it could be something bigger behind this. Way bigger. But why would the police address it? Because they want the feds to pick it up? I don't have a clue. But at the end of the day, I feel as if, like, you know, little baby, you need to get the hell on, nigga. You need to get on. And that lawyer you got, Drew Feinlein, he the truth. He represented Trump. He represented Lil Durk. He represented a couple of people. He representing Lil Baby right now. He the truth. He's standing on business. Them lawyers, I feel like real lawyers can eat up at the Atlanta structure because them people don't be doing what they supposed to be doing down there. I think they be trying to get a money grab and just keep it moving. That Atlanta law system look bad, and y'all look like y'all failing. The DA, the judge, that first judge that was on Young Thug case was a buffoon. Real talk. Switching up the topic at hand, though. Got to talk about this media frenzy that Trump and Zelensky was a part of. Now, what was funny, I'm going to play the first clip of this. Why was it viral, the outfit he had on?
Why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest, why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest level in this country's office and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if do you own a suit?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not respecting the dignity of this office.
I will wear a costume after this war will finish.
Okay.
Yes, maybe One.
Maybe something like this.
Something like
Yes,
yours,
sir.
yes.
That'd be great.
Maybe something better. I don't know. We will see. Maybe something cheaper than
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Trump. You said yesterday that you have.
Are you going to send more arms to Ukraine in case there's no peace?
Yeah, we're going to have arms to Ukraine, yeah, sure. Hopefully I won't have to send very much because hopefully we're going to have it finished. We're looking forward to finishing this quickly. We're not looking forward to sending a lot of arms. We're looking forward to getting the war finished so we can do other things.
You know, the first thing I seen was on the internet that went crazy was people talking about why y'all so concerned with what he wearing, why the media so concerned with what he got on, but y'all accept Elon Musk to represent Doge, to do the things that he's doing with President Trump. You know, he is not the leader of the United States. The representation for the United States is Trump and his people, and they all have suits on. Zelensky is the representation for Ukraine, who've already obtained $350 million from the United States. Coming over here with that hot damn Forever 21 outfit on, asking for more billions. More tax dollars from us. And then called what they had on a costume. He sounded very hostile in that first clip to me. Like, come over here representing yourself in a business manner before you come take my people money. What's crazy to me is that those people in Europe expect our money and they work 35 hours a week. They live an easier life than us. They get more days off and make more money and they have a more peaceful life than us when we are funding. We have been funding. And I won't say the United States government is funding. I will say the taxpayers is funding that war over there. And we allowed Biden to make the decision to use our money to fund that war. Now, Trump coming here standing on business and people are upset with Trump for defending your dollar. Come on, man.
See if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014. 2014 and
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but that's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, what the situation the same. The people are been dying on the contact line.
No one stopped him. I don't like Buddy. I don't like that other countries depend on America too. I really don't like that. Because he said no one stopped him. He made the deal, but no one stopped him. is it really America's responsibility to stop people from invading other countries? For real. It's like, it's time to make a deal, dog. Salute to JD Vance. I like that JD Vance is putting himself in the forefront. He's speaking to politics while Trump's speaking to the American man rhetoric. He talking just like a regular old American white guy. Trump is. But JD Vance, he's standing on business. He telling him it's time to make a deal. It's time to react with diplomacy, not violence and war and all of that. Because if you keep acting with that and reacting and using that, then you're just going to lose, and we ain't going to keep funding that. We can't keep giving you billions of dollars while our people suffer. Trump ran on America first. He ran on America first. It's time to show the people, dog. We got to stop funding that. Now, this dude said this. I thought Trump was about to, I thought he was about to uppercut that nigga. I thought it was about to be some WWE type shit. Because when the way he was talking, man, he could have got knocked out by, he should have got beat up the way he was talking on this clip right here.
A lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation. And we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's back to you, far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
I just heard for the first time him saying, we don't respect your country. But you over here in the Forever 21 outfit asking for money, nigga. Telling the president of the United States what we gonna feel. You got a big ocean, but you will feel it soon. I couldn't have been the president. I'd have said, feel what? Feel what, nigga? Because we'll keep you in here and show you what you gonna feel. Feel what? And then after he said what, you know what I'm saying? He tried to clean it up and say, y'all gonna feel the influence. Influence or what? We ain't about to feel nothing, big dog. Deal with it. And by the way, get your whole ass up out of here. We ain't about to give you no more money. The man said, we don't respect your country. What caught my attention, though, was that Trump was allowing him to talk over him, though. I didn't like that. You should have showed more power and told him to be quiet. Shut up. Let me speak. Or I'm not going to speak until you allow me to speak. We ain't get ready to start talking over each other. We having a conversation. This is not an argument. You in the White House, in our country, trying to talk over me. You won't leave. I couldn't be the president, man. I'm happy that he just showing this. You know what I mean? The last few presidencies, we didn't see things happening in the Oval Office. We didn't see the meetings. Trump's showing this stuff. And I just want to know before I close it out, what do y'all think about that? Was that a show of strength or a show of weakness to y'all? That's the question before I clear it out. Because I got more politics conversations. Then I want to talk about the fight that happened last night, because the fight was, I love the fight, man. I normally don't pay for fights. But before I get into that, I want to talk about this. I want to play this Black History, American History clip. And then I want to get into the Al Sharpton foolishness that he talking about boycotting stuff. And I'm going to read it to y'all, whatever, though. But let's get into this conversation right quick.
White people, Black History Month is over. And today is March 1st, which means you don't have to hear that Otis Boykin extended your grandfather's life by a good 20 years when he invented the control module for the pacemaker. And the only reason the old fart can even see you is because Dr. Patricia Bath revolutionized cataract surgery. And you don't have to be reminded that your cousin, a proud Marine who served in Iraq, only made it home due to a blood transfusion on the battlefield thanks to an American icon named Dr. Charles Drew. For the next 11 months, when you throw back a shot of Jack Daniels whiskey, you're not going to taste the fact it was an enslaved American man named Nathan Uncle Nearest Green who taught young Jasper Newton Daniel the art of filtering whiskey over charcoal, which is a African technology. And no one's going to beat you over the head with the fact that the only reason your elevator doors open and close at work is due to Alexander Miles. You could take comfort and iron your clothes in peace without having to acknowledge Sarah Boone is the one who invented that very iron board you're using. And the next time your phone rings and you look down to see if it's your wife or girlfriend, you won't have to thank Dr. Shirley Jackson for saving your ass with caller ID. And no worries for you this summer, as David Crossweight will be just a distant memory as you go set the temperature controls on your AC thermostat. And your garage will be deathly silent as you walk around your beautiful Cadillac Escalade, because no one is there to remind you that the only reason you even know who that brand is because Black America saved it in 1934. Yes, sir, you get 11 months without a single thought to the contributions and creations that Black Americans have given this world. Isn't that something? I'm lying. Black history is American history. History is American.
Salute to our white allies. Salute to our white allies, man. I want to tell y'all something though about that. Like when I heard him speak, I started to think about like how we talk a lot about lack and what we don't have and focus on the past too much. We are so creative, so smart, so relevant, so influential as a people that we don't need to focus on the lack. We don't need to focus on the circumstances. We need to focus on forward motion, forward movement, thinking forward, moving forward, happiness, growth, creativity, leaving a legacy, family. My thoughts ain't on what they did to me or how I feel about what they done in the past to my people. My thoughts is on leaving a legacy to highlight our people, to be a person of stature that people value and they view as someone that was important to the culture and to the people. Real talk. That's just how I feel. And Black History Month, we celebrated it. We talked about a lot of things on my channel specifically, but we need to celebrate it permanently. And I'm going to continue to talk about black things. I'm going to continue to spread awareness, spread perspectives and thought-provoking topics so we can continue to grow, evolve, and just be a people that is valuable, that is, you know, foundational to this country. We just people that should be appreciated for all that we have done and all that we have gave to the world. Real talk. But let's get into this foolishness Al Sharpton talking about, man. I can't wait to talk about this. Let me read this to y'all. So Al Sharpton's DEI boycott plan. 24-hour blackout on Friday, February 28th from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. This is the first step to counterattack on DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, before I continue to read, I want to talk about this for a minute, because if you are familiar with my channel, you know that I'm not really a person that is for diversity, equity, and inclusion, because it wasn't nothing specific for black people. You know, if we're going to complain as black people, we need something specific that's for black people, not for all people. Because black people are the only people complaining about DEI when all the people ain't complaining about it. They moving forward. They continue. We benefited from it while I was here. Now it's gone. We gone. We on to the next thing. And we wasn't even the ones profiting from it the most. And most people wasn't even profiting from it. Imagine if you got included in something that you wasn't qualified for. Now you $200,000-$300,000 in debt because you wanted to go to Harvard, Princeton. You wanted to go to one of them prestigious schools, but you wasn't qualified to go there. But DEI allowed you to get in there. You failed. Now you $300,000 in debt. It's that's just my perspective of it. Real talk. Now let's see what this brother talking about though. So the first step: don't make any purchases. Don't shop online or any store. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, no McDonald's, no gas, no major retailers. Don't use credit or debit cards for essential spending. Try to buy all you need before Friday. You still buying. Only buy essentials of absolutely necessary items such as food, medicine, emergency supplies. If you must spend, only support small, local businesses. Why this matters? Corporations and banks only care about their bottom line. Disrupting the economy for even one day sends a powerful message. If they don't listen, we make the next blackout longer. Our numbers are powerful. This is how we make history. Spread the message. Please share with all of your contacts. Talk about it. Post about it. Document your actions. That day, we must use the power. Do we have and send an economic message with our numbers as Dr. King did? February 28th, the 24-hour economic blackout begins. Hey, man. Embrace. Y'all might not want to hear this. Embrace the structure that America has created and watch your life change. We are powerful in numbers. We can do some things that can change the world. But right now, you need to just focus on bettering yourself. You know, if you can better yourself, you can better the people around you. You can be better for the whole, the total, the whole people. Just better yourself, man. You know, economically, we can create our own. We can do some things economically, though. But America is a capitalist country, and they got ways to be able to make things harder for people. Increasing taxes, increasing this, increasing that, taking this program away, taking that away. I don't think DEI was specifically for us. So what Al Sharpton talking about, it doesn't mean nothing to me at the end of the day. What's y'all thoughts on that? Real talk. I want to know y'all thoughts, man. Leave me something in the comment section and let's further the discussion. For real. Now, moving along in the conversation, I want to talk about Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, for a minute, because he done flip-flop sides. he allowed the migrants to come into New York City. He was being very obedient to Biden when the border was wide open and they was allowing these migrants to come in. He didn't caught a charge. He family members with the scamming pastor from Brooklyn. And recently he spoke and he said something that was crazy. Like during a Black History Month meeting, he said something that was real crazy, to calling us Negroes. Who? What? Come on, nigga.
So this is a biblical moment. You know, when Jesus was on the cross, he said, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. All these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God, forgive them. Are you stupid? I'm running my race right now.
You know, them the people that is for him. Them are the people that has been supporting him. When you look at the places he's been and the things that he has been on, it's all black people. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. You don't have to show how fragile you are, how offended you are, how much you don't like yourself. Because it ain't about us. Because we speaking about you. I ain't in New York City, but I can speak about the foolishness that you've been a part of and the things that you have done. You know, you gave Diddy the key to the city. You sat down with Mano and the drill artists and talked to them about what they got going on and the murders. And I don't want to say that on my channel. The stuff that the violence that they spewing on records and how it's going out into the street, what they talking about on those records. You went on Drink Champs and had alcohol and was talking. You're fully engulfed in black culture. Then you want to call people Negroes and say that whatever you said, you want to talk bad about the people that has supported you the most. Damn, dog. Let me play the clip of him responding to what he had to say about his statement at the Black History event. Let's get to it.
And it's about to kick off. The petition started yesterday. I want to get back to an event you had at the Gracie Mansion last night, where you spoke about Black History Month, and in it you said, quote, all these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God forgive them. Are you implying that if you're black, you have to support you?
No, not at all. I'm asking for all New Yorkers to support me.
So who are you specifically talking to when you say Negroes?
Well, who has stepped down? Who has asked me to step down? If you look at that whole speech, the speech talked about the continuation of lighting your flame and continue to light and shine. And that's what we've done in this administration with our team. So those who have called for me to allow my flame to prematurely be extinguished, that's who I'm talking about.
So you're saying all New Yorkers are Negroes?
I thought I was very clear in my definition of what I said. All New Yorkers, we got 8.3 million New Yorkers, 8.3 million people didn't call for me to step down. I get just the opposite when I'm in the streets.
So anybody who's black who calls for you to step down, they need help from God. I'm focusing on this because your use of the word Negro has come up repeatedly over the last couple of weeks. And I think some people actually have an issue with that term. So explain who you're talking to when you use that term specifically.
I didn't say they need help from God. I said pray for them. Wasn't that what I said? You
said, quote, God forgive them.
Exactly. Let's pray for them. And so let's focus on this for a moment. Isn't our democracy is based on who the people of the city elect? Why are we trying to disrupt and take the power away from the people of the city who elected me to be the mayor? And then ask the question, what have I done that we're going to usurp that power from the people? I have not been convicted of a crime. I've moved the city forward. I've done the job that New York has asked me to do. And so when you have those that are trying to usurp the power of the voting rights of the people, that is not democracy, and God forgive them.
You know, I never trust people that don't answer the question that they was asked. He had charges up against him as of recently, and the charges was dropped. He didn't get a pardon. The charges was dropped. It's just that he can't be the representation of black leadership. You know, to me, I appreciate someone that's educated, that doesn't react with feelings. You know, that's even keel, that can control the room with the words that they speak. When he get in his feelings, a lot of times he spew foolishness. I really don't like that, because we don't need that type of representation. We need the type of representation that is going to be even keeled. That's going to be, you know what I mean? That's going to be sharp, standing on morals and principles. And he ain't with that. He gonna pick and choose whatever side is in his best interest at the moment, and he don't care nothing about y'all 8.5 million people in New York City. Y'all need to vote him up out of there. And I don't care who y'all vote for, but y'all need to vote him up out of there, because he don't care about y'all. Real talk. What more can I say? Moving along in the topic, man. I watched a fight last night. You know, I don't watch too many fights. I got one more topic after this too, because, you know, I ain't going to do all those topics that I spoke about. We already an hour in, and I got to go live tonight with my dog, Rob. And I got the book, The Divorce Man. I need y'all to check out chapter 5 that me and Eric Hamilton is about to do, because we about to have an explosion with this chapter in this conversation. But I watched a fight last night. I haven't paid for a fight since Mayweather and Pacquiao. I usually go to a bar or something. You know, in Charlotte, we got some nice spots, boy. Some rooftop spots where you can have some good drinks, some good gourmet food, some good, you know what I'm saying, and watch the fight. So last night I just wanted to chill. Me and wifey was hanging out. We went to Supperland, a farm to fresh, you know what I mean, straight to the table, farm to table restaurant. I love farm to table because it let me know the food is fresh. The food was amazing. If y'all ever come to Charlotte, North Carolina, you got to go to Supperland. It is an old church that is now a restaurant, and it's the best food I probably have ever had, and I've traveled all over the world eating. It's just that watching that fight last night, it was a hell of a fight. Let me say that first of all. It was a hell of a fight. I see what the perspective is and what everybody's saying, that Tank took the L because he slid down. And before I give my take, I don't want to give my take yet. I want to play something so we can laugh, have a good time having this conversation. Why did this nigga say this right here, though?
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around there and love you again. You know what I mean?
One thing I can say about New York City is that them folks up there stand on business. They could care less about a celebrity, a rapper, or entertainer. If you capping and the shit that you presenting ain't what it is, we gonna boo you. You could be Jay-Z. If you ain't performing good, we gonna boo you. Stuff costs too much money for us to be wasting our time up here. Boo. This nigga sitting up here talking about hair grease. Come on, Tank. I got my hair done last couple days ago. She put grease in my hair. It fell in my eye. Come on, nigga. 2 days, man. The scalp done ate that grease up. That grease didn't fall in your eye. You're capping. But when I look at that, though, I ain't gonna cap to y'all, though, because when I think about that, I think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he took that knee, it didn't look like, I don't know, him taking the knee didn't look fake to me, though. It just didn't look fake. But the fight was good, though. Shit, that was a good fight. This is my take. Give y'all my take. It was a draw. It was really a draw. I don't think, when somebody been winning for a long time, people start hating them. People start wanting to see them fall. I actually think it was a draw. I don't think that Tank took the L. It didn't look good, and what he had to say wasn't good after the fight. And him bringing Jim Jones to walk him out, Jim Jones and Joel Santana to walk him out, off of crunk music, off of old Dipset album, that wasn't good neither. The Yankees let Fat Joe open up for him, and Fat Joe came out, and the Yankees took that L to the Dodgers. Jim Jones done walked hot damn Tank out. He took a L. Don't have them New York rappers bring you out. You're going to take a L. Them niggas trash. Music trash. Ideology trash. New York falling in the trash, man. The mayor trash. Diddy trash. Salute to New York City. I love the city. But y'all taking L's, man. And Tank, that was a good fight. Roach stock went up last night, but I don't think he won the fight. That's all I'm going to say. I'm looking forward to some next fights too, though. Real talk, because I love boxing. I think boxing need to happen more often. We need a hell of a match every 2 weeks or something. Like, boxing is ain't what it used to be. I need more of it. Pause. I need more boxing matches, though, man, because it's a hell of a sport. It's interesting. It's entertaining. And I appreciate it. But, Tank didn't take the L. That's how I'm going to close that out. Now, my last topic of discussion before I get up off of here, man, I've been on here talking for almost an hour and 20 minutes. And thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being a part of the channel and donating to the show and just showing love to the show. Now, I want to read this Meek Mill tweet and I'm gone, because I think that some people need to hear this. A lot of people need to hear this because, I remember being a person that just only worked for a check and only got the check, and then I got $1,500, $2,000 back at the end of the year of taxes. We need to be more aware of what's going to happen when we get some money. Athletes, business owners, hardworking people, entertainers, just all our people, we need to have a come together as a race about credit score and taxes, because it's very important. A lot of people don't think that will even have anything to do with their life along the line in their life, but it's very important, and one day you're going to need it. If you want to buy a home, if you want to buy a boat, if you want to lease a car, if you want to open up a business, those things are going to be important. So I just want to read this Meek Mill tweet. I'm not in tax debt. I'm saying, I know I didn't owe 2.8 M's in taxes if I only made 2 million max in 2013. This tweet is so profound and so interesting to me because the thought process, the people who he know, the people who he around, the people that he around billionaires, he been around Jay-Z. Why he ain't posing these questions, and why did the IRS take 12 years before they came out and taxed him and charged him with these taxes because, you know, when I look at this is possible. This could happen because you owe. If you've been owing for 12 years, you got payments that you've missed and you have debt that has accrued, that has got bigger and larger, and you know you have to pay. When you owe, it grows, it becomes more and more and more. And like, think about it. If you owe 1,000 right now, you don't pay for 12 years, it might be 10,000 when you do pay. If you owe 10,000, it might be 50,000. I heard Dr. Lamont Hill talk about this on Joe Budden podcast, where he owed 100,000 in taxes and it became $500,000 because it took so long for him to pay it. They are charging interest on this stuff, man. Don't ever get behind on them taxes. That's all I want to say before I get up off this thing. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to my show all the time, man. It's all love with me, man. Real spill. We're going to leave out with some music, man. We're going to play some more Nip Hussle. We got to play some more Nip Hussle. For real, we played last time that I checked, but this time we're going to leave out with Victory Loud. Let's go. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
I'm the type that's gon' go get it, don't get it. Breaking down a switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga. 100 proof flow, run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulum just to smoke. Look.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.